Aim. Fire. Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome back to another bomb video on this channel where I talk about writing and I do lots of other really random stuff with my friend Kathleen, who's folding laundry in the background. Today, in this wonderful video, we're going to be talking about you. Who has a story to tell and a fire to share it with people around them, and you're like, all right, you found some websites online like Archive of Our Own, Wattpad, any kind of website that like allows you to publish for free online, and you're like, you know what?
Let's go. Let's publish it.
And here are my tips as a human who is on Wattpad, link in the description, of how you can get your story, like have lots of reads and lots of fans and all that sorts of glory. So here are my tips. Also, side note, a lot of this is like centered towards sites kind of like Wattpad, not less of like Archive or whatever. But some of the stuff does apply, so keep on watching. So, number one, we're not doing numbers, okay, because I can't count. So you have all these fantastic elements, you got your writing, it's all good, but now you want your story to get discovered on this website, right? So, the website's gonna actually give you an option to put some hashtags in. Put some relevant ones in there, put some well-known ones, so like, if your genre is fantasy, but it also falls into subcategories, that's what you would do there. Like for my book, it gives you one main genre to put it in. So my book, obviously, From Sea to Sky falls into fantasy, but it also falls into other subcategories. Like I put in hashtag dark fantasy, hashtag high fantasy, hashtag fantasy adventure, stuff like that. Because if people are looking for those specific subgenres because they're interested in that, they can find you that way. Also, I said this in another video for like how to get featured, but I think this is also another important thing to put in there. On Wattpad, if you put down hashtag featured, it's kind of like, this is really cringy, but if it's kind of like if you put in like TikTok, like the hashtag for you, like and it puts you on the for you page, that's kind of what like hashtag featured does, is it kind of like puts you a little farther up in the running. It's like letting the administrators of the site know, oh, they want to be featured, they want to be on the For You page or whatever. So you just gotta like toss that in there and it might increase your chances a little bit. The hashtags are important because people will look for your book based off of that. And if your book doesn't have any hashtags, it's really hard for the Wattpad site to like actually like promote your book or anything like that. So you gotta put in as many hashtags as you can because it'll help you. Sorry, if I go rubbing my face, it's because Kathleen's cat, Jelly, is like, there's hairs and it's like itching my nose.
He's not even inside.
There's still leftover furs. Okay, beyond just what you can control, what like your book is set up like, you need to get involved with the community. That's how you get those reads. That's how I got some reads on my book. Like there's book clubs on there. Like you just gotta look for like book clubs, and like if for graphic designers, you literally go to someone else's profile and you ask them for it. You meet people online. You'll actually get a lot of people probably messaging you for like, hey, how about you read my book and give me some feedback, and I'll read your book and give you some feedback. That's one way to get some reads on your book and actually get some positive feedback on your writing. The way like some book clubs do it is that like every week you'll like shuffle around and you get to read a new person's book and they get to read your book too. So you get your story out there. There's actually a lot of awards that you can enter for free. Just gets the word out about your novel. Oh, another thing. Speaking of message boards, keep your readers and your fans, keep them in the loop on what you're doing. If you're going on a little hiatus, a little break, because you're like, oh, I'm busy with the college apps. I'm a senior. Let them know so they're not like, where the heck did she go? Because even if you have 10 fans, maybe all 10 of those fans absolutely love your writing, and if you just disappear because they're not important enough, that's just not cool, dude. Treat every single one of your fans as like, you love them. And now, onto our, two more things. I have two more things actually. Okay, I have mentioned this a lot, but I feel like it's very, very good that you should get other people to read your stories before you publish it online. So these people are actually called beta readers. They're gonna be reading your stuff before you upload it for like the whole world to see. So they probably would be like your good friends, or maybe somebody you've met on the website and they actually like, that's like their thing. They're like an editor or whatever. It's kind of nice to have like somebody read over it before you publish it, just cause like, We are all human. We all make those wonderful grammar mistakes, even when you're looking for them. Sometimes I won't have someone read over it. I'll just like toss it online, and then people comment and they're like,
Your instead of your, and I'm like,
so like, I think having a bunch of like people to read through your stuff is very helpful. And then finally, this is something where it is like a do as I say, not as I do sort of situation, if you catch my drift. Have a very nice, even update schedule for your book that your fans can look forward to. If you have a good update schedule, it'll actually generate more readers because people will know you're consistent. You could be like, oh, I update my book every Friday or bi-weekly or once a month or something like that. Like just pick a day, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, and like stick to it. So then people will know to flock towards your book on that certain day because that's when you said you're gonna update. Do as I say, not as I do. But that is all of the tips I have for publishing online, and I think if you try to see what works for you, see what you can do, and these are just my tips for you to get some more readership and just elevate your presence online, make yourself nice and professional while also being kind of fun. Have a little fun with it. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Even in this pronunciation of proper words, he carries the mark of a beast along with it. He calls the earth Yerth. Yerth.